You're going to get a player that can play every position, willing to learn, and a very competitive player. Yes, informal. Or, yeah, informal, yeah.
How does it feel going through this process with so many of your teammates, both on the defensive side and offense?
Yeah, it's crazy. Denzel's my roommate. I've seen all of them. We've been talking about this since we committed to Ohio State, so it's just great to see it all in fruition.
How is it rooming with Denzel here
Yeah.
during this process?
Yeah, it's cool. We talk about what we see and how the season went and what we want to go on for our future.
Is there any competitive stuff you're going for tomorrow on the field for testing?
Not really. We're just gonna go out there and do our thing. No. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be running at pro day. All my testing at pro day. Yes, sir. Mm. Yeah, it was fun. I like being around the football. Anything for my team to win, and it's a production-based organization. So the way I produced the most was in the slot, and that's where my team had me, and I had a lot of fun.
Middle of bowl season, you guys added Max Clare.
Yeah.
What kind of problems did he give you guys?
He gave us a great looking scout. He's a great route runner. He can block, but really his routes, I think he's going to be a real good passing threat later down the years.
There are a lot of guys that kind of take over for you. That's that great safety. What do you see as like the ideal fit?
It's really it's a throw up with Miles Lockhart, Lorenzo Styles, Jermaine can play it, Bryce West. So really them four right there. Yeah. He can cover. Really his coverage abilities. He's a very smart football player. So really that for sure.
How much did moving around, how much did that help you?
Helped me a lot. Just me knowing every position now that it's a 53-man roster, and every position and every roster spot is so critical. So it helps a lot.
Did teams talk to you about specifically playing the slot, or
they view me everywhere, so it was kind of just wherever the team wants me at, and corner, slot, and safety. So I've been having all three meetings on that. Not really. I feel like I'm a corner that can play safety, so wherever my team wants me, I feel like I can play. Brandon Ennis, yeah, he's a good player. Physical, he can definitely do what Met can do, and Jackson what they did in the prior years. He got the same frame, and he just brings that competitive nature every day to practice. So he's going to do a really good job next year. Yeah, he had a great role as a leader. We all looked up to him. He brought the juice, brought the energy. Playing against the receivers, we always had a competitive nature with him and Carnell and JJ and other receivers too. So it was fun.
Jordan, you guys have 8 guys from the defensive side of the ball here. If you think back to a few years ago, when you guys were trying to figure things out before Jim got there, what is the growth of this team, or those defensive guys having so many guys become?
Really, us just taking it really serious. Down the years, or my freshman year and sophomore year, we didn't have a good defense at all. So we really took pride in that. We want to be the strength of the defense, strength of the whole team. So that's what we did. And we got 3 other people that should be here this year. They could. So really the whole defense could have been here right now, which is crazy to think about. But they're going to be here next year too.
What makes Ohio State receivers different from some of the other top receivers? What makes them different? What allows them to every year?
Really their work ethic, and they're just naturally born like gifted more than these other receivers that we see. So when we go out there and practice, it's harder than the games. Like we see the best receivers every day in practice, so that makes Saturdays easy.
Obviously, Brian Hartline is a position. Where do you see that difference show up against Jeremiah Smith running back in practice, and then you get on the field against another receiver who's in the NFL? Where does that difference kind of show up and what he's able to do?
Definitely the savviness. Coach Hart, he years in the league. He was very good in the league as well. So him being savvy and being smart and being a veteran in the league, he's teaching them up while they're young, and maybe they don't have the experience, or other teams don't have the experience that they have and what they've seen.
Jordan, what do you think Sonny's going to be in years, 6 years of being?
I feel like he's going to be a leader. He's going to have an All-American year, in my opinion. He's going to try to be the best linebacker in the country.
What's the difference from your first few years?
You say that again?
Learning from Matt Carreri this
Yeah.
year compared to the first few years that you were in Ohio State, like, what did you learn from him in a year that maybe you didn't know before this podcast?
I learned a lot. I didn't have any background playing safety at all, but the transition was so easy because Coach G is a great coach, a great individual. So he made the transition real smooth, and he coached me very hard and held me accountable, and it's worked out for the better. Nah. Yeah, they work perfectly together. Their best combo you could ask for. Coach Walt, experience with the league. Coach G, experience with everyone in college football, and he's a great coach. He's very underrated right now, but a couple years down the road, he's going to be a household name.
In terms of football intelligence, where does Caleb Downs rank on the players that you have played with?
Definitely up there with everyone, like top 1% for sure, in my opinion.
What stood out? I mean, are there moments that you saw from him just
Yeah, just I remember like the Texas game. We're in kind of like a two deep, a vert middle. He dropped one of the routes and robbed the dig. Like I was like, okay, yeah, this dude's different right here.
Was that something that you had seen on film, or was that just kind of instincts?
Just instincts, but we've always talked about that play, and him actually going out there and executing it just makes him a great player.
A bit unique that he still has another year to play when he could be getting ready to be signed.
Yeah, he could be here. We all know he could be here. So, yeah, he's going to go out there and be the best defensive player, in my opinion. Just his work ethic. He works at it all the time. Like in walkthroughs, he's imagining the play breaking out and him taking the perfect angle to get the last tackle. So he works at it all the time. He moves like a professional, and that's why we see it on game day. Yeah, I do. Yeah. It was all right. Like it was cool, but I feel like that natty was overdue for our class, and I'm just happy that we accomplished it.
What was the best moment of the season?
Best moment of the season for me specifically, probably Texas game. Like Texas, I probably had one of my best games that game, and it was definitely that game going to the natty for sure.
And then, Ryan Day, what does it say about you to go through that team meeting with you guys and just sit there and let you guys voice your thoughts?
That talks about says a lot about him, his perseverance. There's a lot of critics talking about him and things like that, but he really shut them all up. We had the meeting, and we all believed in everything he had to say and all the players had to say for us to go on that national championship run.
What did you get out of that?
That we're all together. Like no matter that we lost that game, we're all together. We all have a common goal that we're all going to accomplish it.
When did it sink in? The national championship run you guys went on. When did it sink in, or has it sunk in?
No, it hasn't sunk in at all for real. So yeah, it's cool for sure, but yeah. Yeah, a little bit. I feel like, yeah, I would say that for sure, yeah.
Davison was one of the guys that I imagine you were referring to that could be here. What is he going to get from going back and being at Ohio State?
Yeah, he's probably going to get the best version of him. He knows what he has to clean up for him to be a professional football player. So he takes his craft very seriously, and you're going to see a big year out of him for sure. Yeah, those first couple years, I've been seeing it all his life. We grew up in the same area, so all those plays he made on the goal line, that's nothing new. I've seen that all my life, so yeah, it's normal for him. All good. Yep, thank you.
How about Edric Houston? What did you see out of him? To put him as a freshman defensive end, move the tackle and do as well as he did. What did you see from him? What did you say?
It says about a lot about him. He used to play edge, but then he moved inside because that's what we needed him to do. So he's a great player. His future is bright for sure, and I'm excited to see him years down the road.
You've had to do that to move for the betterment of the team. What's that thought process and it's still like a process for you when it's presented to you and you need to hear?
Yeah.
How do you go through it?
It's easy, It's Ohio State. It's anything for our national championship. What I had to do, like I just want to win the national championship so bad. So, whatever the team needed me to do, that's where I play. That's sure. He's going to be doing great things at Penn State. Like he's probably one of the smartest people I've been around, sharpest people I've been around. So that defense is going to look scary over there for sure. So hopefully the Bucks end up on top, but hopefully he has a good time too. Yeah. Even the most trouble. I'll probably say my preparation, I had to be prepared for Tez Johnson from Oregon for sure. Shifty, fast, quick. They use him a lot in like double follow concepts, so it's hard to get hands on and things like that. So Tez for sure.
Is there a guy on the defensive side of the ball at Ohio State that we're not talking about? Maybe a year's time, be somebody that will
All those DBs, like you can go Bryce West, Jalen McClain, Miles Lockhart, Aaron Scott, all of them. Devin, I feel like Devin's going to be a real good player for sure. Really, all those young guys, they've watched us, me, Denzel, Lathan, Caleb, so it's going to be better for them down the road, and they're going to keep on carrying the legacy.
I know it's early, but what about Devin stood out to you in the time he was there?
His athleticism, I feel like he's very smooth. He's a smooth athlete. Definitely when he gets with Coach Walt and everything like that, he's going to be fine for sure.
What does it take for a freshman to be like what? I mean, obviously, some Jeremiah, like what Devin says, to be able to step in.
Maturity. You got to know the playbook. You have to act mature. You have to get the old guys to vouch for you. And I feel like Devin could do that, and all the other young guys, they could do that as well. So their future is going to be bright for sure. He's true. Like we all talked about it. He just announced that in front of the whole media and everything like that. But that's not anything we wasn't saying in the locker room. Huh? I think he'd be a 10-year vet, 10-year plus vet. He knows what to do. He's a 4-year starter at Ohio State. That's like extremely rare, and he's going to do what he's been doing all of his life. Sure.